Hey everybody, it's Cynthia from Boris Basement, and today I want to do a quick reveal video. I haven't done one in a while, and today we hit a couple of new thrift shops that we hadn't hit before, and so I wanted to show you what I got. Actually, last week we were at a new Goodwill that we hadn't been to in a while, and the theme of this week's thrift shopping is I actually found several things that I'm thinking about keeping. Which is unusual because I don't usually do that. I generally buy everything for resale and rarely buy anything I want to keep, but I actually found some things. It's starting with this little set of Christmas ornaments from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And it's Rudolph's 50th anniversary this year, and when they show it on TV, and there's actually a new Blu-ray out that's really cool, which I'm going to be reviewing on my TV channel. But we've got Sam the Snowman and the little toy Misfit Toys train, and and the elephant footman and the little crying doll who apparently has emotional problems. I can't remember why she's a misfit toy. And they're really heavy. They're kind of like a resin. They're not like a light plastic. They're a really heavy piece. And then this little one, Rudolph and Santa. And now here's one of the secrets for our pop culture sourcing this week. These three were in a bag. I love little grab bags of stuff. They were in a bag, and this one was actually broken. The legs were broken off, the tail was broken off, but incredibly all the pieces were still in the bag. And they also were on the tag color, the clearance tag. So they were marked at $1 and they were half off. So I got all three of these for 50 cents, which is amazing. I would have paid so much more for them because I love Rudolph. And then when we got this one home, my husband, who's really good at model making, fixed the leg and the tail, which, like I said, amazingly, all the pieces were in the bag. So he looks brand new. I should put him in the middle of the screen. I have trouble with this iPad getting my eye line on it, so forgive my pushing around. So we're probably going to keep those for Christmas. And then I also might end up keeping, we found this little guy, little Santa Astronaut, and he's made of a ceramic. He's not real heavy, or like a porcelain. He's actually kind of delicate, and our whole Christmas tree is made up of space and pop culture stuff, so he fits in with our space theme, so we're probably going to end up keeping him too. That was actually part of last week's haul. So this week, this was my husband's find. Cowgirl parking only, Betty Boop sign. It's in pretty good shape. It was $2.79 minus 30% off today at Salvation Army. So very cute, and it's still sealed, if you can tell, so it's brand new. And you know, we should do okay with that. We really love Betty Boop and love cowgirl stuff, so that was a great combo. This was kind of my wild card that I think I might have liked more than it's actually worth. It is the Hippo from Madagascar 2. And it's actually like a card from Hallmark. And it says inside, check out the awesome stuff on this flash drive. And the very back of the box says, credits the song, that I Like to Move It song. So I'm going to assume that when we plug him in, he will play that song, which I love. And I love Madagascar. So this was about $2. And it looks like one did sell for about, I think, 15 to 18. There's a couple of them up. Yeah, we'll see. I like Madagascar. And the Penguins of Madagascar, I think, are the new movie that's coming out. So maybe people will be looking for more Madagascar. We got a bunch of shirts, and I know they're kind of hard to show on here. But we have this one, which is Rock and Roll Del Hombre Muerto, Fiesta del Hombre Muerto. So it's sort of a Day of the Dead rock and roll festival t-shirt. It's a really neat kind of a charcoaly color and great shape. And here in California, we do a lot of Day of the Dead stuff. And we do the old classic rock and roll. Love the art. So picked that one up. This one, I might have to keep. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters. This is a modern collectibles. Oh, it's an Old Navy. Gosh, didn't even see that. It's an Old Navy shirt. Now, normally I would not buy Old Navy shirts. They really don't have that much value, but it's Ghostbusters. And like I said, I might actually just keep this one for myself. I also have a thing about not buying white t-shirts, but I broke my rule for this. Calvin and Hobbes, Jam Into the Dead. And it was funny because there was actually this shirt and another The Dead tour shirt and another one that kind of looked like this, was a little bit different art. So I guess one person had donated all of them. It's in good shape. It was $2.19 and we got 30% off. Remember, Salvation Army marks their shirts at different prices. They're not all the same price. So, but at $2 something, and then with the price off, it was cheaper than a Goodwill shirt. Saved my best one for last here. And then we're going to skip over for a second. We went by another store, a one-off thrift store. Those are always fun. And the only thing I didn't like is nothing was marked price-wise, so we had to ask. And I was a little worried that he was going to charge a lot for these shirts because he didn't have them marked. But the first one I found is this Aerosmith, and it's a ringer shirt, and the tag's completely destroyed. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of hard to see. But I'm hoping that means it's vintage. It might not be. It might be a retro repop. But even still, it's a nice shirt. It's a nice, worst case, it's a nice faux retro Aerosmith shirt. But I'm hoping it's a real vintage. And we'll get some good bucks for that. I'd say minimally we're talking $14. We could be talking $40 if it's real vintage. And then Bad Religion. Ooh, that's not showing up well. Come back a little bit. Crazy Bad Religion shirt. And Rock and Roll Hall of Fame shirt. It's got a little Rock and Roll Hall of Fame logo on the front. And he only charged me $2 each on those. Now, going back to the Salvation Army, my two best finds. I could not believe this one, and I really want to keep it. And it doesn't quite fit me, but maybe it will be incentive to lose weight because it is so beautiful. It is a Disney baseball shirt, Lost Boys, and this is completely embroidered. And let me pick up the corner here. There's another one there, and the back. Look at the back. Baseball shirt. Look at that. Lost Boys. I can't get in here where I can see if it's on. There we go. Isn't that amazing? And it's a nice, really cozy baseball shirt. And I'm so close to fitting in it. And I don't know, I can't find one like it online. It's probably worth, $40, $50 minimally. But I really might have to keep that one. The last thing I have to show you, oh gosh, is this. So here we have Winnie the Pooh. Let me come back a little bit. And he is a nutcracker. What's interesting about him, a couple things. When I first saw him, I thought it was plastic. And I went to pick it up, and it weighs a ton. I mean, I don't even know. This has got to be 4 or 5 pounds. This is wood, and the mouth is wood, but the rest of him, I think this might be wood. I don't know. The rest of him is some kind of really heavy resin. I'm not sure what, but so very, very heavy. Now, he has his issues. You can see here, he's got some paint chipping. There's some other paint chips somewhere. Can't find them. Oh, they're all over here. Another paint chip down here. There it is. And the coloration on the head just looks like it's got some issues. But the mechanism works beautifully. Nothing's broken, including his little adorable little bee here is good shape. Now this is the hard part. When I turned him over, this is what I saw. $24.50 they wanted. And I was hoping that that was a mistake. I was hoping that was like whoever donated it wrote that on the bottom, because Salvation Army normally has just a price sticker. Unfortunately, that was the price. And it's technically a red sticker collectible, which means it wasn't even on the discount today. So I pointed out the flaws to the woman, and she gave me 15% off. So I got him for $20. There's one up right now on eBay for over $150, I think almost $200. And there I could not find another one finished. So apparently he is kind of rare. Now we're going to fix these issues because I said my husband's very good at that. And I think that sometimes vintage you don't want to fix, but I think in this case it'll be okay. I don't think we're going to hurt the value by fixing the paint. He's going to cost a fortune to ship. So I'm not usually comfortable buying something for $20, especially if it's not new or in really good condition. But like I said, he seems like he's rare, and we're going to find out, aren't we? So those are our big finds today. Leave me a comment and tell me what cool things you found at the thrift store this week. And come back later and we'll talk more about how to make some profits with pop culture goodies like Disney, Ghostbusters, and Rudolph.